something for everyone. If you're just finding us, you're saying, what is this live stream that just popped up on my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, for your Shop LC? And as it says behind me, delivering joy, 45 million meals provided. I'll explain later on how that is happening. But for you at home, it's a chance to get some incredible jewelry pieces from a company that has been making jewelry for, oh my gosh, 40 years now, I guess it is. Yeah, hitting about the 40-year mark. Our parent company's been manufacturing jewelry. They make jewelry for retail, custom orders, other shopping networks. And then 2008 or so decided, let's do it ourselves. Let's do it here. And so started up Shop LC, and that is who we are. And that is why we're here, to share some of our deals with you. You can find us on your cable, your satellite provider. So go through your program guide. Odds are pretty good we're there somewhere, because we have a show that goes on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, they're right now on the network getting ready to start 2 hours of Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. We actually have some of our own that we're going to see in the show here. So if you're a fan of Sleeping Beauty, put their show on in the background, but keep us going, because we have some other good things that we're going to be sharing with you. So again, if you see something you want, for instance, the first item will be sold 100 that you're going to put into the little comment box, and then someone reaches out to you to confirm that order. So just keep your eye on whatever the number is, 100, 101, 102, or so forth, and so on, and we'll get you in on the deals. Or, of course, you can go to shoplc.com and check out the items that way as well. All right, got a few of you joining us here now, so let's get started. Boy, we got a good variety here. It's tough to know where to begin, and we're going to begin by bringing out the big guns. We are going to begin by presenting you one of the, I was going to say the best things we can do. I guess that's an opinion statement on my part, but the best as far as gold goes is 24 karat gold, and that is how we're going to start with a 24 karat gold ring. The price on this, let me just deal with this first, because this is where Shop LC shines. Because as part of our Delivering Joy mantra, we're able to present 24 karat gold. That's a 24 karat gold ring for $399.99. $399.99. That's a pure gold ring. I was looking to see if it was marked there. It doesn't have a marking here. You'll see the marking on your piece when you get it, because this is a 24 karat gold ring, and it will be marked as such. So there it is, 24 karat gold. Sometimes they mark it 4 nines, sometimes they mark it 24 karat. Either way, it is pure gold. You know, I've been in this industry forever, and we've always talked about pure gold, too soft to make jewelry out of. And it's true. It really is. 24 karat gold in its sheet form, let's just call it. You can take and you can bend. It's pliable, and it is not difficult to do. There are ways around that now, and technology has played a big part of this. And this ring is manufactured out of a process called electroforming. What it does, in a nutshell, is it's a way of taking a wax mold of whatever it is that you're looking for. In this case, it's a flower. It's very, very three-dimensional. So there's straight up and down, vertical, horizontal, but then there's a depth to it as well. And they create a little sculpture of the flower out of a wax mold. That is then coated with a substance that conducts electricity, basically, and has an ability to draw gold to it. So what you've done is, think of an M&M. M&M has that shell on the outside, chocolate on the inside. Well, the wax is the chocolate on the inside, and then you have the candy on the outside, the shell. The gold is now the outside. You see the little hole, though? That is where the wax is then heated, the piece is heated, so the wax melts and it drains away. Wax melts, obviously, at a very, very, very low temperature. Hey, Kim, how are you? Wax melts at a very, very low temperature. And gold does not. Gold melts at a very, very, very high temperature. And so that little hole is used as a means for the wax to escape, and it leaves behind the shell. The candy shell is left on the outside then, and so you can see the 24 karat gold, and that's what you're wearing. You're wearing that shell. You're wearing pure gold. There is nothing else there other than pure gold, which is 24 karat. So it's a means of manufacturing a perfect piece of jewelry. And it is perfect. There are no seams anywhere, short of doing electroform. Well, actually, I'm going to back off what I was going to say, because short of doing electroform, this ring would be impossible to make. Because there's so many curves and twists on every petal. It's just like if you look at prop coming up. Let me grab this prop. Prop being fake flowers, but fake flowers duplicating real flowers. None of these flowers are flat. None of these flowers are just flat like a piece of paper. Every single one curves and twists and bows inward and outward. So just as a real flower has curves to it, this ring has those same three-dimensional elements. So the only other way really to make this outside of 24 karat electroform would be stamp out the pieces of gold and then somehow twist them. But the way that these overlap, duplicating what you see in nature, would make it almost impossible to make in any other means other than electroform. So, and by the way, forget about these little things, you also get a certificate of authenticity with your ring. It just mentions that it is 24 karat, that it's electroform, mentions the gram weight, the size that you got. This is just kind of a nice little extra as a bonus. Keep these, hang on to these, because it's your extra little certificate that verifies that this is the real thing. Resellers always like to know those things to know for sure that it is authentic and genuine. But that's 24 karat gold for $399.99. So for under $400, 2 grams of 24 karat gold. My gosh, we've shown comparison ads of 10 karat gold selling retail for more money than that. Now you're buying 24 karat gold for $399.99. That's the way to do it, friends. Free shipping on that as well. Anything over $50 on the website. Anything at all. And even technically most of the $49.99s are letting slide in as a $50 item. You'll get free shipping. So it's a nice little extra bonus. That, awesome, 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 awesome. Do not miss out on that. Now, staying in that price point of $399.99, however, we're going to move from pure gold to 14 karat gold, and this is
on the floral pendant.
Sparkle chain right here. Should have known. Perfect name, Sparkle chain. It is indeed all of that. Wow, it just dawned on me. First time I have seen a 14 karat gold sparkle chain in the past couple months since I came back here. We have had sparkle chains in silver, but I don't know how many of these we have in 14 karat gold. So this could be a very rare find, a 14 karat gold sparkle chain. The chain, it just, again, I felt silly wondering where it was because the chain is so perfectly named. It is a sparkle chain. It sparkles, period. You can't dispute the naming of this chain at all. When it catches the light, and if you ever see us present these on the regular television broadcast, the lighting there is really conducive to these. We have a means of taking the lights and adjusting them to better duplicate what you're going to see in person, because TV lighting just washes out the sparkle off of this. It's still doing its job, though. I can see it in person. But anyway, sparkle chains have always been one of our most in-demand chains. We sell ropes and herringbones and curb links and roll links and all the others. But it's the sparkle chain that really stands out above and beyond the rest for, as the name implies, the ability that it has to sparkle. Catches the light beautifully. So this chain, incidentally, a 4.8 star rated item on the website. I always invite you, go to shoplc.com. One of the great things about this format that we have here, doing the live streaming, you're watching us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. You can also watch these live streams on the website, shoplc.com. So if you go there, you can watch the live stream, And then you can also check out the information on these various items. So if you want to learn more about gram weight, I can tell you it's 3.5 grams. Want to learn more about the size, it is 22 inches in length, which is something the men can wear, the women can wear. So there's a lot of ways to watch these live streams. Also on the website, you can watch the main television broadcast. Like I said, right now, Cheryl and Katie are on air. I think it's Cheryl and Katie, with a Sleeping Beauty Turquoise show. We have some of our own coming up here as well. So you can kind of multitask, keep their show going, keep us going on your phone or however you want to do it, because we have a lot of good things we're going to be sharing with you. But then check out the main broadcast. We are there, by the way, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on television. We are the only cable shopping network that is live all the time, all day, every day. The others go to videotape. In fact, I'm going to be back tonight. So in fact, in 12 hours from right now, as we're doing this, I'm going to be on the TV end of things for you, along with Hannah. We got a great show tonight. So I hope you'll come back and join us this evening, because we really do have a great one. Getting back into the 24 karat gold. The pendant, man, where to even begin? I've shown this a couple times now, and it always just blows me away. Don't you love that when you don't get used to how dramatic something is, or how unreal something is. Sometimes we as a society, we get jaded, we get used to things. It's like, yeah, saw that, been there, done that. I will never get that reaction to this pendant. It's 24 karat. It's electroform. It's there. I mean, what is there to say? That's almost true to size. This pendant is huge. In fact, what did I do with my ruler? Right there. Let me measure this. The total pendant size, 1.75 inches, nearly 2 inches, top to bottom, 1.75 inches, and then in height, it's like 5/8 of an inch. So it's coming up. Here, you can probably see this even on our stream here. That is coming up 5/8 of an inch. That is a huge pendant, and it's all 24 karat gold. Now, I'm not going to go back and go over my whole speech on electroforming. If you're just tuning in, you can back up the broadcast, or when this is archived, I did a whole explanation of electroform on our very first piece. You can go back and check that out. But this is the same thing. This is manufactured, and this is another. It would be impossible to make this any other way than electroforming. So when you have a pendant this dramatic, this big and bold, and I don't even know if I mentioned the price, only $1347.99. We have what we're calling a holiday price. This is a new little pricing handle there, holiday pricing. So you're going to see some special pricing just for the holiday season. It's not going to stay at this price. The estimated retail value is $7,049. So you're saving almost $6,000 off this purchase price today. We have 5 budget payments on it. If you want to go that route, go to the website. $269.60 would be the first payment. And you can own 6.65 grams of pure gold, 24 karat gold. Let me just get out of the way. Because my head is blocking that image, just so you can see how huge that pendant is. And you can see every last bit of detail, every petal. In fact, I can stand back here and I can just pretty much count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them on the outside, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the inside, and then one more row in and one more row in. So you have 4 layers, 4 levels to the pendant, and then the little buds, little beads in the center. That is dramatic. That is some very, very dramatic jewelry that you're buying today, and you're picking up for $1347.99. If you love 24 karat gold, if you've never seen 24 karat in person, you need to. You need to get a piece of 24 karat gold home and see how incredible it is. And you'll understand why there are people that are now just collecting 24 karat and nothing else, because you kind of get spoiled once you get that first one home. Then we get into 10. I like the fact we're doing a big variety here. So when we say something for everyone, we mean it. A 10 karat gold band. Now this, first off, this is only $97.99. So it's a bargain. It is a nice little low price point, $97.99. It's a $600 ring for $97.99. Size 7 is all that we have. We do from time to time have other sizes our personal shoppers can get for you, but for the moment it's only size 7 available. This is a band in 10 karat, and I can already tell this is going to be too small to fit on me in any... I'm not going to push my luck. It's good as it's going to get. But this is the size of band that sometimes is an engagement ring, sometimes it's a promise ring, commitment ring. Sometimes it's a piece of gold that you want to buy because you love it. I do want to point out something on the inside. You can kind of see this here. Let me get my high-tech pointer out here. 10 karat gold marking. Perfect. This is actually a comfort fit designed ring. You can kind of see the curvature. See how the light is bouncing off of that? That's indication that there's a curve going on here. There's a curve going on down here. This domes all the way around. So it's going to be more comfortable than if it were left open on the inside. Rings that are open on the inside are great. Raises it up off a little bit. But when it comes to a band ring, this is going to be far more comfortable on the hand and less likely to roll around. I guess that's how I should put it. My wedding band, the issue I have, because it's not, I'm a 9 3/4, this is a 10. So unless it's a very precise size, it's going to roll around on my finger. This fits perfectly. So this is going to stay in place on the hand, and it just kind of slides right on. It's really nice how these feel and how they fit, because they do. They just kind of glide and slide right onto the finger. The satin finishing, and this is something, even on the website, it's hard to see. As I always say, nicer in person. It is so much nicer in person. The combination of the diamond cutting and the satin finishing gives a really nice contrast. It's all yellow gold, but it almost winds up looking like two different tones of gold, because diamond cutting catches the light differently than a satin finishing is going to catch the light. So that's going to have its own little warm glow. On the inside, it's all highly polished, so it looks beautiful either way. That is a really good looking piece. Now, size 7 is all that we have. Some people will take a ring that doesn't fit and wear it on a chain. You could take this on any of the chains that we have. We had silver this morning. Actually, it'd be very nice in that Borobudur. We had that long 32. Put it on that. Wear it as a pendant on one of your favorite chains. So there's a lot of ways around it. So even if that size isn't perfect as it arrives, and I'm going to talk you out of sizing it for a reason, the comfort fit. A jeweler that's going to adjust this is going to have to either just heat it up and stretch it out, or add gold, or cut it, put it back together. They're going to have to do something which is going to affect the comfort fit. It's very hard to repair the comfort fit once they've gone into size. So, excuse me a second here. So I would encourage you, just get the size 7. Maybe it's a good pinky ring. Maybe something that you wear as a pendant. Find a finger that it fits on, because this is such a good price at $97.99. Yes, you're going to get free shipping on this. And I just wanted to check something. I just noticed on that shot there, I believe this might be a closeout piece. Yes, this is not one that we actually manufactured. So this is a closeout. Why does that matter? Here's why that matters. We're Shop LC. We're a cable shopping network on television 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And again, if we're not in your hometown, let me remind you too, we have an app you can download to your devices. We have an app that you can download directly to your TV. You know, a lot of these new televisions have apps that you can download directly onto them. We have one of those. So if your TV has an app store, find our app. It'll then be parked on your TV, and then you can watch us, as long as your TV's hooked up to the internet, which most of them are. You can watch us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But anyway, we're also a jewelry company who make jewelry. A lot of the jewelry we're going to show you, we make. That Sleeping Beauty ring, we made that. So when we do a closeout, it's because that deal is so good that we, as a manufacturer, can't make it for a better price. So that says a lot when you've got someone who makes jewelry for a living saying, we can't beat that price. Staying in 10 karat with some diamond cut hoop earrings. I'm chuckling because we have 2 pairs of diamond cut hoops that we're going to show you here. We have this one, and then we have one coming up in a little bit. There's a bit of a size difference between the two. This is the one I'm showing right now. Later on, we're going to get to the big ones. So if you're looking for a big hoop earring, stick around. We're going to have it in a little while. Now, as great as that is, for some people, too much. Back here, let me just so you know. You want a big earring coming up later on, I have one that measures 2 1/4 inches. The ones I'm showing you now, probably about an inch. An inch and 3/16. So about half the size. There is a time and a place for both. This is the classic. This is the one you buy today, you'll have forever. Not that you're one of those forever, but there is a timelessness to this. 20 years ago, a little bit more than that, probably about 25 years ago, we never saw hoop earrings of this size. There was about a year where in the jewelry industry, no one was making earrings of that size. And even to this day, it's still a specialty. This was as big as earrings got, and I'm not kidding, it was about a full-on year in the jewelry world where that was it. You bought a gold hoop earring, it was this big, end of story. Times change. So, as classic as this has been, I feel very safe in saying that 20 years from now, 30 years from now, this is still going to be in style. This, we don't know. We don't know. This will always be in style, always will be on trend, and it's 10 karat. And I'm just doing some math here because there's 2.2 grams, $279.99 is your price, so right around $100 per gram for 10 karat. That's our standard kind of pricing. So that's usually where you're going to find most of our 10 karat gold. Hard to find it for less. Happens once in a while, but that's usually where we are, and it's a very, very competitive rate. The earrings are diamond cut, and again, let me get out of the way so maybe you can get a better look at them, because you can see the diamond cutting that has been done all the way around this earring. Now, okay, hang on a second. This is why I love live TV, and this is why I love this industry. Because every once in a while, I get to point out something that no one else has noticed. I don't know how many times this has been presented, but I don't think anyone has ever noticed what I just noticed. My computer says 10 karat gold. The picture of the earring on the computer shows a 14 karat gold mark. Oh. The picture of the earring here shows a 14 karat gold mark. The earring here has a 14 karat gold mark. So listen, this is a game-changing moment, because if you want to see this for yourself on the website, it's item number 7380826. It clearly says 10 karat gold. This clearly says 14 karat. Now, why am I believing this over information on the computer? Is because this is legally binding right here. We have to mark on any piece of jewelry, as everyone does, what the content is. This is 14 karat gold. This, I'm telling you, is 14 karat. Run a test on it. This is 14 karat gold. I'm promising you that, because it is marked as such. And this goes through many quality checks along the way. Someone who is entering information into the computer. This is human error, typed in 10 karat. They were probably on a run where they're doing a lot of 10 karat gold, and so they got used to typing in 10 karat, 10 karat, 10 karat. This earring came along, their brain says 14 karat, their fingers do 10 karat. We've all done it. But no, this is without a doubt 100% 14 karat gold. So you are now, the reason that's a big deal is, again, this goes back to the pricing structure here. This is about $100 a gram for 14 karat, not 10 karat. So there's more gold content here. That's over 50% pure gold. But I verified it now in 1, 2, 3 places. This is 14 karat gold that you're buying. So I'll slip through the system there thing, and you're probably the only ones to know this. So it'll be our little secret that is actually 14 karat because it's priced at 10 karat. So we'll leave it at that for now. And you and I, we're the only ones that know this. So, it is actually a holiday in India. Happy Diwali to anybody celebrating that. So I don't think we have any executives watching this show or this live stream at all right now. So, oh, good. We're going to get back into some of the Bali pieces. We had some Bali items this morning, and we did not get to everything. Now, here's another one. We can look and see that there is some.
Yeah, we do. We should have plenty. We have 84 of them.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty. Yeah, we got 84 of these. So there's 84 of these. On the website, it's going to say sold out. The number is 107. If you put sold 107 into the comment box, we'll arrange to get a pair for you, so don't worry about that. But there is plenty of these to go around here for our live stream, so don't worry about that. And you can always call our personal shoppers as well. The number was just put into the comment box, 877-899-0490, and they can help you out as well. Staying in that floral trend, though, because we're going back to the morning, so it's going to take a second. We'll get the image up here on the screen so you can see. It's almost rinse repeat what we were showing before with our 24 karat gold. You have the different levels to the flower. You have 1, 2, 3 different levels to these beautiful flowers. This time manufactured out of silver. Oh, by the way, your price is $9.99. Let me just get that out there. $10. $9.99. Silver earrings, Bali Legacy, $9.99. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. $9.99 silver earrings. There you go. How many pair do you want to buy? $9.99. That's sterling silver for $9.99. Do you like silver? Do you like flowers? Do you like Bali handcrafted jewelry? It's $9.99. So jump on in and take advantage of silver earrings for $9.99. This is so simple. I'm just going to stand here and keep saying that over and over. I better measure them, though. You'd probably like to know how big they are. So let's find out. 1 inch in diameter, 1 inch in diameter, 1 inch drop. So from the top there all the way down, 1 inch in size. Silver earrings, $9.99. Bali jewelry, $9. Why does Bali jewelry matter? Some of you might not have been watching this morning. If you weren't, where were you? We had 2 great hours of Bali jewelry, handcrafted on the island of Bali in Indonesia. Indonesia is a chain of islands. Bali is one of them. And for generations, they have perfected the art of crafting these beautiful pieces of silver jewelry. Many people that visit Bali will take home a souvenir. They'll think, well, we're here, we're going to buy some jewelry, and we're going to treat ourselves to something. They'll spend more than this. I have heard stories repeatedly of people who have wound up spending more for the jewelry on the island of Bali because, again, it's a tourist location. If you've ever been on a cruise and you pull into one of the ports, any place Caribbean where they would have maybe more ready access to Larimar, that's what I'm trying to think of. You think, okay, Caribbean, this is where it's mined, Larimar, that's what I'm going to buy. You'll spend more there than you will here for Larimar. Same thing with this jewelry. You can get your Bali jewelry here. Maybe you're fortunate enough to go on a trip to Indonesia, to Bali. I went one day, a couple of years ago, I'm sure the price hasn't changed, watching Let's Make a Deal. And this couple is on the stage and they, were playing whatever game they were going to play for a trip to, or Price is Right, whatever it was, one of those, for a trip to Indonesia. $10,000 trip. I had no idea that trip was so expensive. I'm sure they had a nice hotel and everything, but I would rather save myself $9,991, get the same beautiful earring, and then just take a little mental vacation there. But no, if you ever are fortunate enough to go, long flight, I've heard that from everyone. Beautiful place, gorgeous location, but most of us aren't going to spend 10 grand to go on a vacation there. You can have, from the islands, the same jewelry, handcrafted on the island of Bali in Indonesia, and it's $9.99. So it just seems to make more sense to do it this way today. Have the beautiful jewelry. We have some orders coming in. Again, all you do is if you're interested in these, it's number 107. So do as someone just did, put sold 107 into the comment box. Someone will then get in touch with you and finalize that order for you. So it's that simple because it's $9.99. How easy is it to spend $9.99 to get sterling silver earrings that are crafted by, this is a $120 estimated retail value item. By the way, 5-star rated. So to our person ordering right now and anyone else who wants to, you are purchasing a 5-star rated item on our website. And leave a review if you would, please. You know, we don't push out and beg for reviews like some people did. It's like if you want to leave one, great. I just think it would be very nice if you would. And yeah, it did. I know to our person who's training, it said sold out. There's quantity. Don't worry. We're going to arrange it. You will get some, so don't even worry about that. And hello to Sharon, who has just joined us. Thank you for spending some time and keeping me company, Sharon. But yeah, we did have quantity on those. I know it said sold out, but there's like 80 pair of those earrings, so don't worry. Okay. Love this ring. Again, love this ring. It is my turtle ring. I was hoping we would get to this. One of the pieces we had this morning, I'm trying to remember which one it was. We had 2 pieces of Indonesian mythology pieces with images from Indonesian mythology. And one of them also involved a turtle, and whichever deity it was from their mythology lied atop a turtle with its brother or sister, whatever it was. So this is also very important in Indonesian mythology, the turtle, because it connects with some of the characters in mythology. The fact of the matter is, it's just a really cute turtle ring for $29.99. This is a $280 ring. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this today now. I got to say this before we talk about this ring, because I always mention the reviews and the ratings. And after 11 reviews on our website, this has a perfect 5-star rating. That never happens. This has a 5-star rating after 11 reviews. There's always that one person who puts it at 4 or whatever, that pulls the average down. This has a perfect 5-star rating, so that should say something to you. Let me point out a couple things. First off, look how cute. His little turtle head emerging from his shell. And when I first saw this, because it almost looks like it moved, it doesn't. It's not hinged or anything. It's just there's a little shadow right there. But his head is sticking out at a slight angle. That's the other reason I thought his head might move. It doesn't. On the body, all the wire work and the beadwork that you associate so often with Indonesian pieces of jewelry. Gosh, it's so cute. And then the wire work going down the shank. Obviously his legs are done in the same way with the wire work coming around. And that, even his little nostrils, little mouth right there, and his eyes. That's the attention to detail that the Balinese do so well. So very, very well. When I see things like this, it just makes me smile. It makes me happy to present things like this, because here's an example of jewelry crafted by hand. Now, one of the things to note too, and you'll see it on the website, there's the equivalent of basically an undergallery here. So you have silver work and just little open sections on the bottom of each one of these. So it feels really comfortable on the hand. It's not going to roll around like rings that don't have undergalleries do. It's still going to be comfortable on the hand, but it's not suffocating the finger, I guess is my point. If you adore turtles, and there are a lot of people who are turtle collectors. We have a turtle in our family room and a little tank at home. And it's just every once in a while, you just look over and it's like he's watching you, staring at you, like feed me or something. But they really do have a personality. For anyone that thinks turtles don't have personalities, no, they absolutely do have a personality. I've always been interested by them. It's one of those creatures that you're walking maybe along a river or a creek and there's some logs and you'll see a bunch just up sunning themselves, heads all up in the air. I don't know, I stop and I just stare at them. I just watch them. Every once in a while one will dive into the water. They don't do much, but they're really interesting. I think it's their pace, I think it's their life, and maybe we need that reminder to slow down for a minute. We don't need to be rushing around. I was doing that during our lunch break there. It's like because I had to run to Target to get something, then I had to go get something to eat, and so it's like I'm rush. I thought, no, you know what? No point in doing all this. I have plenty of time. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm not going to get stressed if I'm waiting for my food for a long time, and turtles can be that reminder of that, okay, I need to just take it easy for a second and not worry so much about what's going on in life, or rush. And so you have this ring on, and a guy could wear this. What size do we have? Size 9. Again, that's many guys can wear a size 9. I can do that as a pinky ring. And so a guy could wear this, a woman could wear this. And it just takes you to that simple mental space for a moment, because you have one of the slow, and actually if you've ever seen, turtles can get some speed going when they want to. They're not like a snail. They can get moving when they want to. But it's just that reminder, I'm going to slow down, I'm going to relax, I'm going to rest a little bit and take it easy. And when you see that little face, wear it like that. So it's just whichever way you're more inclined to see him pointing up at you. I guess probably this way would be better. And there's that little face just staring at me, looking up at me. It's like he's saying, slow down, Wilsie. Stop rushing around so much. Take it easy. It's kind of a fun little reminder there. And maybe you have someone in your life who works with turtles, works for some sort of a rescue. One of the greatest things, and boy, I don't mind admitting, just one of the most moving things I've ever done relating to animals in my life. We were on a cruise some years ago and stopped in Cozumel, actually. You know, the ship gives you all these different things you can do. The thing we chose to do was a sea turtle rescue, where you go to an area and they have the, not botanists, the people who work with the animals, they know where the babies are lying in the sand, and what you do is you basically rescue them, because a lot of these babies wouldn't be able to make it out of the sand on their own to get into the water, and they die. So they do these rescue missions where you go and you dig them up and get them into a bucket, and then everybody that's on the mission, we go down and they know what to do. All you do is you take your bucket and just lie it down, and off they go into the Gulf of Mexico to live their life. It's such a rewarding thing to do, and so I always encourage people to do it. I'm standing around here. I got it on my tangent. I didn't even see where this next item was.
So I put it right in front.
Oh, right here. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. This is another one I got to just stare at for a second. Owls fascinate me. One of my, I love this. One of my friends just posted on Instagram the other night. He got video of an owl perched up in a tree. I have never in my life, no, I tell you that's not true. One time have I ever actually seen an owl in a tree at night. You know, I've been in situations where I've heard them, but I've never actually seen one. Finally happened about 8-9 years ago. But anyway, so he got video of this owl perched on a branch in a tree, and it was so cool to see. Well, you have your owls, and they are perched. The owls are in silver. They're perched on a silver branch, and they are part of this necklace. Now, again, you know, I'm not here to just harp on price. I like to take these live streams and really do long-form education about things, but this necklace is $20. It's $19.99, and we have 3 payments on it of $6.67. So I might heart price a little bit more than I usually do, just because this is such a low price item. $19.99 for the owls, and then a necklace in Thai black spinel. So let me get out of the way here. Let's take a look at this, because it's almost like an optical illusion at first. I saw this and I thought, why do the owls have 3 eyes? And I realized that is one owl right there to the left of the ruler. That is his friend just kind of peeking around from the back. See, that is an entire owl body, as is that. And then his friend is just kind of saying, what's up? what's going on? I'm here, hanging out. And so that is a separate owl. There's the end of the beak, and then his body is obstructing. That is really cool, the way they've designed that. I can't get over that. And then you have the flowers here, here, and here, and again, they're on the little branch in sterling silver. Now the necklace is Thai black spinel, 32.5 carats. That's a lot of carat weight. 32.5 carats of Thai black spinel on each one of these. Let me go over some sizes. I just realized there's extension chain and a lot of it on this. It is 20 inches plus 5. So this will go from 20 to 25 inches in length. This is a big necklace. And again, $19.99. I'm going to say it again. This is $19.99. You're buying sterling silver and Thai black spinel for $19.99. This is a $220 piece of jewelry for $19.99. Same thing with the turtles. Maybe it is a favorite animal. There are a lot of owl collectors out there. Probably 5 years ago here, we had a series of little owl gemstone home decor pieces, some boxes, some paintings. I still have one of the boxes. It's on the coffee table in our family room, actually. Love that little box. It had a couple little owls right there. And so this is a reminder of your favorite collection. Again, a creature that many people will collect, or maybe they do work for owls in some sort of a zoo or an organization. Wonderful way to show your love and appreciation for them. And just the way they've designed, this is the artistry that you expect from Bali Legacy, that someone thought, okay, let's put 3 owls on a branch. And someone thought, I feel like we've been there and done that. Let's make sure every owl has a little companion that is just kind of hanging out behind him, just peeking over his shoulder, peeking around. I would never think of these things. And I love the fact there are people that do think of these things. Now, just because you have an idea, you work in jewelry and you have an idea, and you say, okay, let's do this thing where the owls are peeking around each other. Can it be done is the big question. Because you can have an idea. If they can't engineer it, it's not going to happen. They have to make a mold. They have to be able to stamp out the pieces. Or in the case of Bali Legacy jewelry, do a lot of it by hand. In fact, let's look at this. Yeah, this is a casted piece. But then actually it's casted only to a point, because all of the owls, every owl is separately soldered onto this wire. So the wire's one piece. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the rings 10, 11. So there's about 11 different castings that have to be done, 11 different steps in the process to make this. It's very complicated. It's very involved when you have that level of detail that's gone into one piece of jewelry. And then the entire necklace in Thai black spinel. One of our favorite stones, one of my favorite stones. And it's not a stone we used to see, or that we see like we used to, I guess is the way I should phrase that. We used to get Thai black spinel in all the time. We would have Thai black spinel events, and I mean that we would have hours of Thai black spinel. Too much of a good thing leaves one wanting less, I find. Anyway, it didn't become an issue anymore because the stones started to not be readily available. They were available, just not in the quality that we needed. So that's why it is unusual now to see a Thai black spinel necklace. That is a great one at that price. My gosh. So there we go. Confirm your orders on that as we continue now with another classic. This is 10 karat gold in a rope for a holiday price. We have a holiday price. This is another one of the items that has a holiday price. We're starting to see a few more of these rolling in to the shows. We have a special event price for the holiday season of $297.99. That's the holiday price. The retail value on this rope is $1,900. The cross is a separate purchase. We'll get to that in a bit. This necklace is 24 inches in length. Now, one thing I want to do fact, let me just do this before we go any further. So I'm just going to take this and just show you, since I'm wearing this sweater. I usually can't do this when I have a coat and tie on, but since I have a sweater on, and this is stamped 10 karat, so this is 10 karat, I do know that. I can show you the size of this, because here is your 24-inch long necklace that, guys, we're now starting to wear. We never used to wear 24-inch long chains, because with a man's outfits, usually it's polo style shirt, open neck, or a crew neck like this that's going to come all the way up. And so you would have a gold chain on. It would just sit under your shirt, under your sweater, until you had an open neckline. Times change, styles change. And we're now wearing these over sweaters, over t-shirts. And if you're going to do that, you're going to need a longer chain, like a 24-inch length. So the 24-inch long chain with the cross on it. In fact, one of our producers here, Daniel, he many times is in at work with this exact kind of thing on. He will have a sweater, or many times he wears a lot of black. So it'll be like a black shirt. And then over top of that, the 24-inch long chain, and he's a gold cross on it. Looks great on him. Looks great on him. Because this is a style that a guy can wear today. The cross will be coming up, separate purchase. But get the rope first. It's a 24-inch long rope that you're buying for $297. Now the gram weight is 3.72 grams. This is 10 karat gold for under $100 per gram. So this is 10 karat that you're getting for less than $100 per gram, and we do have the 5 budget pays on this. I like this look. I like this combination here. The gold pendant on the gold chain. I have a gold cross pendant at home. Many of us do. Nothing unusual there. But I've never actually worn it on a 24-inch long chain. Again, I'm such a traditionalist. Still, okay, let's say I'm stuck in my ways, where 20-inch long chain, cross on it, and unless I have an open neckline, you're never going to see it. You're never going to know it's there. Well, look at my wardrobe at work. Shirt and tie. Never going to know I have it on. Because it's almost impossible to wear with a shirt and tie outside of it. This, with a sweater, you can see. You wouldn't know if I had my shorter chain on with the cross pendant. Now you can see it. Now you can see that beautiful gold cross. Again, cross is a separate purchase. We will get to it. Or maybe it is your 24 karat gold flower, or any of the gemstones. We do have gems coming up as well. This is not just a gold show and a silver show. We have some great gemstones still to come, so there's a lot of good things. But any of the pendants, frankly, that we have here, even the silver, would work beautifully with this chain. So if you like this chain, stand by, because in fact the cross is coming up right now. So let's see, under $300 for the chain, under $100 for the pendant. The pendant's $87.99, so your total commitment is under $400 to get the chain and to get the cross. So you can get them both for under $400, and there's free shipping in play, and we have budget pays. Each one of these was on 5 payments, so your first payment is all that's due. Hey, something that's kind of nice about the cross pendant. This is a Made in America piece. Earlier today I was watching the show, the main network show, with Cheryl, and she had on some Made in America pendants. So if you go to shoplc.com, there were some other gold pendants that we have in the inventory. This is one of the nice things about our website. Just quick words on the website. When you go to shoplc.com, you can actually review what's been on television going back a day. So if you find out after the fact, like I just told you now, they had some gold this morning with Cheryl, well, you can go to the website and you can look up 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and see what was in that show. There might be something there that you like. Also, if you want to watch the live feed, little trick. If you ever watch us on YouTube, because we stream live on YouTube all the time, you can back the show up to 12 hours. So if I want to watch Cheryl's 9 a.m. hour, so as we're doing this, that was almost 6 hours ago now. Go to YouTube, find our live feed, and you have to do this on a computer. A phone doesn't let you go back as far as your computer does. And on the computer, you can actually go back up to 12 hours. So you can watch and see what they had. So it's a great little feature. So if you want to see some of the gold pieces that they had, go to our website on your computer. Won't work as well on the phone. You can still go back a little bit on your phone, but you can go back further on your computer. And you can see the other gold pendants, the other Made in America pieces. You know what I didn't do? I didn't measure this cross. Let me do that quickly. Let me see. Of course, I got the chain on, no problem now. Can I get the chain off? I usually do that. There we go. Let's see here. Measurement on the cross. Okay, this is a nice size. 1 3/8 by about 3/4 of an inch. So 1 3/8 long, about 3/4 of an inch wide. That's a good size cross. That is one that's not so oversized that a man may be not comfortable wearing it. He'll be comfortable wearing it. Ladies, you know you're going to love wearing this. And it is 10 karat gold. And because it is 10 karat, it's durable gold. That's one of the nice things about buying 10 karat. There's a durability factor. It's 10 out of 24 parts pure gold. And then there's 14 parts other metal, other materials. And that is what gives it its strength and its durability. So it is made in America. 10 karat gold that you are buying right now for $87.99. I don't recognize, there's designer marking on the top of this here. I was trying to read it. I have to look this one up. I'm not sure which company this is. There's not a lot of companies in America that make gold, and so it might be a newer one, because there are new companies all the time. But usually if there's a new company doing gold jewelry, I've heard of it, so I'm going to have to look that one up. But it is marked 10 karat as well, so you know that you are buying actual, real, genuine 10 karat gold. Feel good about that, and you're getting this right now for $87.99. It is made in America, 10 karat. If you still want to get the cross, the chain behind the scenes, you can do that as well. We have the beautiful gold cross, we have the beautiful chain. So for under $400, because the chain was $297 somewhere in there, the pendant is $87.99, so right around $390, I guess that would be somewhere in there, would get home both the cross and the chain. They each have free shipping, so there's no added cost with the shipping handling. That's another nice thing about when we do these live streams here. On television, anything they do on TV is subject to a shipping charge unless there's an event, in which case they might have a discounted shipping. Once in a while we'll do free shipping. Anything I'm showing you here, if it's over $50, will have free shipping. So it's a nice little extra incentive for tuning in for these shows, and we're here every day from 10 o'clock until noon Central Time, and then again from 2 until 4 in the afternoon. So there's always someone here. There's a special event coming up this week with some beauty items. A couple of our models actually are going to be out here presenting some of their beauty picks later on this week. So there's some more specialty shows as well, which are always worth checking out. So some great things still to come. Okay. It's time. No more waiting around. Here they are. You're watching us on your phone. Your phone's like this big. I would bet even on the small screen, these earrings are huge. It is safe to say, largest hoop earring in gold I have presented in a very, very, very long time. Maybe ever. I'm not sure the last time I saw one of this size. Oh my goodness. By the way, let me just point out, there's the marking, 14 karat. We know indeed that this is 14 karat gold. I mean, here we go again. Giant hoop earring. Your price is $654.39. You are getting in gram weight, 7 point, wow, look at that. Wow, that does justice. That does justice to how beautiful, how rich, and how amazing this earring is. Holy cow, is that beautiful. What that is 14 karat gold at its best, at its finest, at its biggest, at its boldest. Let me remeasure these in case you were just watching now. You weren't watching earlier. I measured them earlier. Let's do it again. So the total drop is 2 3/8 of an inch. I'm trying to get as exact as I can. The actual diameter of the hoop, 2 1/4 inches in diameter. This at 7.1 grams is definitely on the heavier side of things. Now, anytime an earring, that's going to be about 3.55 grams per earlobe. That's not going to be unduly heavy. I have been out here presenting earrings that weigh 3 times that. So don't worry. The gold is distributed over a large area, and that's kind of key. If all that gold were concentrated as a stud right up at the earlobe, yeah, you might feel that. Because it's distributed over this huge surface area, you're much less inclined to feel it. So you can put these on, know that you can wear them all day long. Now, 2 things I'm going to point out here that are kind of important. First off, this is a $5,000 retail value item. First, if you could even find it. I don't know what jewelry store is going to have them that's readily available. There are some that would have them, but it's a $5,000 pair of earrings. Your regular price on these is $817.99. That's where these sell at regularly. For the event, the holiday event, we have a special price of $654.39. Now, I can tell you right now that this will never get aired on television. And the reason I'm saying that, we can't do a price like this on TV. If you watch, our prices on TV always end at 99 cents. Every item we ever do, ever, will end at 99 cents on television. So this is an internet special, streaming special price of $654.39. We can do whatever we want. So we have these at $654.39. There's budget paint on them of $130.88. I know the price on the screen says $817.99. I'm telling you because I'm looking at our website right now. On the website, they are on clearance at $654.39. I'll give you the item number if you want to look it up on the website yourself. The item number is 748-5526. Just put that into the search box. 748-5526. They are $654.39. So somewhere between the time where this show was planned and right now, that new price went into effect. So that's again between you and I, you're saving almost an additional $200 on this pair of earrings. And that's one of the, let me just show you real quick. It's one of the nice things about the way we do these shows with the streaming. Let your friends know about these. Don't just keep us a little secret here with you and I. Let your friends know about these shows, because when we do the streaming events, and we do them, like I said, every day, what am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. We do these every day, and 10 to noon and 2 to 4 Central Time. What I'm going to do is encourage you to multitask. So if you want to watch the live show, you certainly can. 748-5526. But then also keep an eye and an ear tuned in. So for instance, here is our app on my iPad right now. And I just typed in that item number that I gave you a second ago. And as you can see, it says $654.39. And it also says, hurry, only 3 left in stock. So let that be a warning as well. So it is definitely $654.39. That is the price on these earrings in 14 karat gold. I'm supposed to be at $817.99. That was the planned price. I don't know where it wound up at this price or why. Like I said, that's not a TV price. We couldn't run that on TV because it ends at 39 cents instead of 99 cents. So this is a special for the website that, well, we now know about. So grab those huge 2-inch in diameter hoops. By the way, I always talk about this feature, Fast Buy, right there, that little green button, Fast Buy. This is the best thing about the app. I'm going to pitch the app here for just a second, because when you have that activated, and I mention this on TV all the time, when you have Fast Buy activated, it's literally push the button. Now, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to buy the earrings, but if I push that button, I'm done because I'm logged in. It has my credit card information, my name, my address, everything I need is already there. So it's one-click ordering. And many times when we are presenting things on TV, this happened on Friday a few times with Dan and I, we had items where we had quantity just plummeting. And there was like 50 people waiting to talk to an agent. Anyone that is Fast Buy activated, you basically cut the line. You go right to the front. It is your golden ticket. It's like the doorman is letting you in first because you have Fast Buy activated. So I always encourage people to have that activated and ready to go, because they're going to get the deal. The 50 people on hold, not going to happen. All right, I have been eyeing this. This is such a beautiful platinum band. I could see a guy wearing this. Now, darn it, again, the size 9. I'm the world's biggest platinum fan, so I'm wearing my bias on my sleeve right now. I love platinum, always will be my favorite. Oh, this almost hurts. I love this so much. This is a double wide band of platinum. It weighs 9 grams. That fast buy feature I was just talking about, now it is tempting. If I was doing that demonstration right now, I might give you a live demo of how to use fast buy. For those that don't know, I have been doing this job for a living, television shopping, since 1992. Very long time. Or was it 93? No, it was 92. It's hard for me to say I have never seen blah, blah, blah. I can safely say I have never seen a platinum spinner ring before, let alone a 2-row band. It's a spinner ring. This band here are separate pieces of platinum over the foundation, so they indeed spin. Possibly my favorite platinum ring I've ever seen, ever. What is so special about platinum? Well, first off, you are wearing the rarest precious metal of the big 3, meaning silver, gold, platinum. Silver is almost commonplace by comparison. Gold. We love our gold. All of the gold ever mined since the dawn of time, since the beginning of man, since the beginning of the universe, all of it would fit in 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. If you've never seen an Olympic-sized swimming pool, they're pretty big. Next time you watch those events, watch how long it takes to get from one end to the other. They're big. 2 of them. And actually, recently I just read 3, so it might be 3, but I still say 2. All of the platinum ever mined since the dawn of time would fit in your living room right now. I don't know how big your living room is, but the standard living room, all of the platinum ever, that's a lot smaller than 2 or 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So it is the rarest of the precious metals. It has a color that is so distinctive. It is, well, that's textured, so it's not a fair example. I don't really have anything that is just really bright. Well, this is pretty polished. No, that's not a good example either. But it is so much brighter than silver, so much whiter than silver. Same thing with white gold. You can't compare it to white gold. It is so distinctive on its own. There is a heft to platinum that you have to feel for yourself to really appreciate. If I had, and this has 9 grams, if I had, well, these earrings were 7 in total, so that's close, but still, if these were 9 grams and I was holding them in one hand, this would feel heavier. Because it's denser. It has more of a heft to it than anything in gold will. But what matters most is when you look down and you see this on the hand. I'm not kidding. Very likely the nicest platinum band I've ever seen. And I've never seen a platinum spinner ring before. I could just sit here for the next hour and just spin those 2 little bands forward and backward. There's no right or wrong way. They can go clockwise or counterclockwise, however you want them to go. And then have a foundation that is also, in fact, I'm looking at the marking on the inside, 950 platinum, so 950. That means it's 95% pure. Gold, in its purest form here, is 9999. 4 nines, pure gold. There's no such thing as 100%. Same thing with platinum. No such thing as 100%. In jewelry, 950 is as high as you will get. Maybe the day will come where we see something in pure platinum, but I highly doubt it. 95% pure. That's more, by the way, than even coin platinum. Coin platinum is 90%. So this is 95% pure platinum. There are 5 payments. I really, really want this. This is amazing. Love this band. I've never seen this before. I have never in my life seen a platinum spinner ring. It is a 5-star rated item, which doesn't surprise me in the least that this would be a 5-star rated item on the website. Man, you feel that the heft of that ring is going to blow you away. That is amazing. So if you want to get that, continue to get that. There's just a few remaining. The reason I stopped myself from showing this as an example is because this is also platinum. So I would be comparing platinum to platinum because the chain we're about to show you now is an electroform fancy link chain. Really want that ring. Boy, that'd be a cool thumb ring too. My size won't fit here on my thumb, but that would be a cool thumb ring. Anyway, I digress. Let's take a look at this platinum chain. I'm going to sound like a broken record, I know, but I want this to. This platinum chain, that platinum ring, favorite pieces of the show. And an interesting shot here of the links. And I'm stretched for a good comparison because it's not. Man, there's just no link we've ever done like this. What are we just calling it a fancy? I'm just calling it a fancy chain, I guess, because there is really no name that we could associate with this. You have extended bars of platinum that are diamond cut, and they come to a circle. They come to an open area. And onto that, the next ring goes, and the next ring, and the next ring, and the next ring. Now that still is only half the story, because what you're seeing there has the exact same thing going on the side. So right here you would have a look. Why were they just previewing me?
Oh.
They're just previewing me in the control room on their monitors. Where is that camera?
That's a good question.
Overhead camera in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where that was. Anyway, that was very strange. What you're looking at here with these solid sections, that little open section is duplicated on the sides there. So you wind up with a chain that will roll around the neckline. So it is a very three-dimensional piece of jewelry. And again, it's solid platinum and it's electroform. This is the icing on the cake. The fact that this is electroform jewelry, the fact that this is made in the same way that that pendant was, the ring that we started the show with an hour ago, all made in the same way, electroform. It's a very, very expensive way of making jewelry. What you wind up with, though, is perfection. Hear that? I just felt that heft again that I was just talking about, taking this off the display. Your brain plays tricks on you. Your brain is so accustomed to, if I see this chain, my mind tells my hand, here's how heavy that's going to be, and it picks it up accordingly. If I were to go, if someone said, pick up that neck stand, all right, my brain has an idea how heavy it is, I pick it up with just the right amount of effort. When you go to pick up a piece of platinum, your brain is fooled because it thinks it knows how heavy this is going to be. There's a density and a heft to this your brain's not ready for. So you go to pick it up and, whoa, I was not expecting that. It happens every single time I go. It's instinctive. You don't have control over it. Every single time I go to pick up one of these pieces. Now, the sparkle on this is amazing, absolutely gorgeous. This is, I just saw the estimated retail value, a $13,000 chain. Oh, yes, it is. It absolutely is. It is 20 inches in length. Now, even though, you know what, yeah, it wouldn't, I'm just going to just hold it there. You can see it would be right up at the neckline. So a 20-inch long chain, that's going to be right up there. But the sweater I have on, I might wear. It might go with that. But open neckline, that's going to be the perfect chain to wear. When you want something fancy, you want something that gives you bragging rights. It is stamped 950, PT 950. Again, 950 is the marking for platinum, for the fact that it is 950 platinum. What that tells you, 950 platinum, is again 95% pure. Coin platinum is 90% pure, which is great. That's a lot of platinum. But when it's 950, it is 95% pure platinum. It is so much denser, so much heavier. Your 16.5 gram chain is going to feel like almost a 24 gram chain when you pick it up and go to put it on. Lobster claw clasp on that, I don't know if I showed that or not. You don't see it there, it doesn't matter. It's a lobster claw standard issue lobster claw clasp. If you love platinum jewelry, or if you have someone in your life, I should say, who loves platinum jewelry, you're going to make this holiday season so amazing when you give platinum as a gift. That is a great one. Then, I don't know, and I need to find out. I haven't had a chance yet. I need to talk to our jewelry buyers about who is coming up with some of these, and this might be a closeout. Let me look. Some of these ideas, because they're ingenious. We never had jewelry like this my first go around here. This is an electroform pendant. We've done that. It is platinum. We've done that. It is a double-sided rotary, meaning rotating pendant. Coolest idea ever. So, what you're going to see in a second, in fact, I'm just going to step off here. So what I'm going to try and do is duplicate whatever. Okay, so the way you're seeing it on this shot here, I'm going to reverse this from what you're seeing there. So you have the band on the outside, which has almost an iridescence to it, Roman numerals, a solid band, and then a sphere. So what I'm going to do with my sample is I'm going to do the exact reverse of what you have there. So now what I have is the outer band stays the same, and boy, I even on the website it's hard to see. Let me work in the center out. The center is a sphere. Okay, there. The splashes of color that you get out of this, that's what I'm seeing in person. So what they've done with this is, and there's what do they call it? There's, because they've done this in coins, and I can't think what in coinage they call that. Because you get this because of this special, it's like a coating that they do to give you that iridescent-like effect coming out of this. Now that's going to happen on both sides of the piece. When I reverse my pendant from what you see here, now this Roman numeral band has that sort of diamond cutting on it. Now this diamond cut band now has Roman numerals. It has 4 of them. It has a 6, it has a 9, it has a 12, and a 3. Okay, so 6, 9, 12, 3. So basically just reversing the clock numbers there. So 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then the sphere stays in the center. But this completely rotates around. So you can get either of those sides. Excuse me. Pardon me a second. Either of those sides showing through on this piece. I really wish I knew how they did this coating. Like I said, I've seen it on some coins. Canada, on some of their platinum coins, does something very similar to this. It's a very new thing, like within the past year or so, that they've started doing this, and it's a permanent process. So, and I said overlay earlier, that's probably misleading you to say that, because you wind up with this rainbow-like effect coming out of these platinum lines that are engraved into the piece. This is just a fascinating pendant, and it measures, I didn't measure it, about 1.25 inches in size. Even the bail is beautiful on this. It is a very unique design, whether it's, and by the way, I guess I should have pointed out too, the Roman numerals that you have on the outside here, again, duplicating a clock, starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then working all the way around to the 12. So when you're looking down at it, it's going to look correct. It's upside down here, because when I'm wearing this and I'm looking down at it and I lift it up, it's going to look correct. No reason at all for those Roman numerals to be there other than it's cool looking. It's fun. It's different. That's the only reason for it, to display Roman numerals on a piece of platinum, and the fact that you can rotate it around. In fact, there again, you can see all that diamond. Even this bead in the center is heavily diamond cut. So there's a lot of work that has gone into all of the diamond cutting on this pendant. That is very, very, very time consuming to do. And there, as you see, again, that tight shot, that is like micro diamond cutting when they go in there. There's the other side. There you can see the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9. And they go in and they do all of these really fine grooves. When I was at our factory in India watching people make our jewelry, that was one of the things that got to me the most, was watching, because it's really more of what we would call a laser etching. It's not a laser etching, it's a diamond tip tool just done at a very rapid pace. But yet it's not, because laser etching leaves kind of a sandblasted look. That's diamond cutting at its purest form, but it's done to such a very fine level. The more I look at this, I'm wondering, could they even do this in silver or in white gold? I think platinum, because of the nature of the material, might be the only one where they could actually do such fine little detail on each one of those to that degree. It is very impressive the way that it's done, and on that sphere, the way that it swirls. And in fact, now, again, this is just my little brain overthinking things, as I so often do, how they would be able to do that on a sphere, because it goes all the way around. So how, well, I would really love to know how they did that, because you couldn't just take that sphere and put it on the table and diamond cut it, it would roll away. It would be very difficult to hold it because of the size of it. So they must have it in some sort of a vise or something, so they have both hands free and it's held in place. I don't know. I don't know how that's done, and I guess I probably shouldn't care as much as I do, but I'm a curious person, and I always like to know how these things are made, which is why I had so much fun touring our factory some years ago, watching how these pieces of jewelry were made. But that one's stumping me with the way the diamond cutting is done all the way around on a sphere. Very unusual. This is, I should point out too, on clearance. The regular price, the retail I should say, is $4,700. The regular price here with us is $899.99. In fact, what does it say on our screen? Do we show $899? Yep, it says $899. I'm looking at a website that says $719.99, so I'm going to tell you $719.99 because that's what the website says. So it's another little surprise for us. They planned the shows. It was planned out at a higher price point, and we get to the live show and it's $719.99. So there you go, $719.99 is the price on this. So we're going to stay in platinum. Oh boy, this show's killing me. All the pieces of platinum that I want. This is the curb chain. This is the 8-inch long version of it. Holiday price $1147.99. Now I think this is the one that I did try on once before. Now this one does fit, I think. We have some, double check the size on it then. Maybe it is. Okay, this sample, this is going to happen from time to time. This is coming in just a skosh longer. It says 8. This particular sample is coming in at more than 8 1/4. Once in a while, and it's just shy of 8 1/4. This will happen. That's the nature of jewelry, because when you get down to the fine details like the clasp, that S-hook clasp, even though the links themselves, the curb links, they're all going to be machine made. That clasp is done by hand, and that's finished by hand. So that can on occasion give you just a little bit extra room depending on the size of the clasp that they make. So that right there on this sample is a little bit longer than on the last sample that I tried on of this bracelet. So now I can wear it. This is why it's important you know. We have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you do get this home and it doesn't fit, you're never stuck with it. You always have the 30-day satisfaction return period. The only time we don't do that is during our big clearance events. We're not in clearance right now, so you still have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I happen to get lucky on this one where it's an 8-inch long bracelet that fits me. I've tried this same piece on before, and it was just a little bit too tight. So I would be able to wear this particular one, and there's no way of knowing which exact one you're going to get. Anyway, point B, curb link. And with this beautiful diamond cutting, again, the haft, you can feel it. The beautiful diamond cutting that is done right through the center. And I love when they do things like this because it puts in a little bit more to see. Diamond cutting, nice touch, adds in a little bit of extra just a little bit of extra sparkle and glitter to it, not too much. And then the edges are left polished. Now, it's almost like a beveled edge on these pieces. So what you have are flat surfaces, 4 of them, on each one of these curb links. They're actually there as part of the designing because this needs to nest. So this part of this ring and this part is visible. Then there's an under part that is underneath that same top part and top part of the next link. So they have to carve out or cut out those links. Again, that's done by machine. It's that clasp, that's the finishing touch that is added by hand, and that's where you can get those slight variations. So the sample I have here, a little bit more than an 8-inch long bracelet. The one I tried on before when we did this was more of an exact 8-inch, and it just wasn't enough room for me. Ladies, you're not going to have to worry about this at all. This is standard issue jewelry. A woman will be able to wear it. If anything, you might have to have a link taken out, and a good jeweler can do that. Then you've got some additional platinum, and you can do whatever you want with that. But this is a great 4.4 millimeter, nice width on it, which in American terminology is about 7/32 of an inch. It's just a skosh over 3/16 of an inch. So it's a nice wide bracelet, not too wide. It's everyday wear. If you got that ring earlier, I still want this. You have the pendant. You have this bracelet. You might have 3 of the greatest pieces of platinum jewelry in our entire inventory right now, and I mean it when I say that. This ring, that bracelet, and especially that pendant. I haven't been keeping track of all the price points here. You know, it'd be a few $1,000s, but let's face it, the bracelet alone retail is $6,800. So that's a $6,800 retail price point for just the bracelet, whereas now I could get the bracelet, the platinum ring, and that really cool pendant for less than that. So if you're thinking big picture, wow, that's a lot of platinum jewelry. Yes, it is a lot of platinum jewelry. I still want this ring. I know. Just stop talking about the ring already, Wilsie, but I love that ring. Coolest ring ever. Into the gems we go. Into, this is interesting, an Ochre treasure chest piece. It is a Modani Maripino Morganite ring. There it is. Let me move some of my platinum out of the way, reluctantly. Oh, I forgot about the chain, too. The electroform chain. Wow, okay. Man, right there. Just sit and stare at it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm going to put you with your friends. Oh, love those. Maripino Morganite. Let's get into some gemstones here because we do have a beautiful assortment of gemstone jewelry that we're going to be sharing with you, starting with our Maripino Morganite ring in 14 karat rose gold. This is a Modani piece of jewelry. It is priced at $899.99. This is a $6,000 ring that you are getting today for $899.99. We have a bunch of different sizes available. I'll just run through these quickly. There's a 5.5, a 7.5, an 8, an 8.5, a 9, a 9.5, and a 10. We've got a lot of sizes available on this. You might want to go to the website and you can review those, shoplc.com, and you can see all the different sizes that we have. This is real Modani jewelry. The first time, in fact, when we first started doing Modani, it was before I came back. Some point this summer, I noticed that Shop LC was selling Modani, and I texted a friend of mine who's a host at another network that sells Modani jewelry. And I said, you're not going to believe this, but Shop LC is selling Modani. Now, they have Modani on as a guest and a representative, not Modani, but someone there as a representative of the brand. And she had no clue that we were doing this and that we were doing these prices like we're doing here. This is a $6,000 ring for $899.99. If you watch their prices on that network, it's a lot more money. Same piece. This is Modani. What they sell is Modani. This is simply the result of relationships we have with some vendors in New York that are able to get, whether it's an overstock situation or a retail situation, whatever it is, it's authentic product that you are buying 100% Modani. The markings are Modani, so it is genuine, and it's $899.99. Let me just point out a couple different things here. First off, can I get scrolled over so I can see the millimeter on these stones here? Because this is a big, where is it? It's there somewhere. It's got to be there somewhere. Or maybe not.
No. Not seeing it.
Well, isn't that interesting? Well, that's no good. Well, here's what I'll do then. I will get the millimeter on that. I have the carat weight, it's a carat 46. The Maripino Morganite is a carat 46. So I can tell you that. Your millimeter on this will be is that a 9? That's a 9.7. Yeah, that's a 9 millimeter by 7 millimeter stone. It's technically kind of closer. If I had digital calipers, I'd probably say 9.5 to 7.5. But for now, I'm just going to go with 9 by 7 millimeter stone. That is significant. And then, of course, all the diamonds. You have colorless diamonds. They are I3 clarity. And you have a combination now of round diamonds and the Maripino Morganite. Maripino Morganite is the big part of this deal. And this, again, is an Anchor treasure chest item. The price is $899.99, which is a giveaway for Modani jewelry. Maripino Morganite is arguably the finest Morganite in the world today. If there is a supply of Morganite that is richer in color, nicer looking than the Maripinos, I don't know of it. I have not seen it. So I'm thrilled to be able to present Maripino Morganite because that one stone, again, carat 46, just in your Morganite, is incredible. The rarity factor of that stone is off the charts. That has now gone into the realm of we may be seeing the end of the line for this stone. Now, I've never been one of those, the sky is falling when it comes to gemstones, until we're actually there. I heard people in the 1990s saying the Tanzanite mine was about to close. Well, yeah, we know how that played out. So, but no, we're at the point now where we know we're more than likely closer to the end of this. I make the comparison to Santa Maria Aquamarine. That one, I probably should have been more the sky is falling, because we were seeing the end of that. I never really mentioned it, but now, forget about it. And I think we're hitting that point with these Maripino Morganites. And the fact Modani has these, there's a peace of mind when you're buying Modani jewelry. So whether it's the ring, or actually there's a pendant, which is going to go with this as well, so you can get the companion pieces. Get these now, if you like the stone. If you don't like the stone, stick around. We'll find something else for you. But if you love the Maripino Morganites, this is a now opportunity number 2, $899, same price. So we have $899 on each piece. So that means under $2,000, you can get home both pieces of Maripino Morganite. Each one of these incredible. Each one of these beautiful, soft, feminine, delicate. Morganite is a gemstone. It's a beryl. Beryl is the same family that your emeralds are in. And Morganite is this pink tone of beryl. I have always been one of those who, again, I when you watch me, what you see is what you get, and I'm very opinionated about some of these things, and I've said many times that Morganite was a stone that, I like it, but it's not something that I really got excited about. Then I started seeing the Maripino Morganites. That's when the game changed for me, because this is what a Morganite should be. It should be this color. It should have this pinkish, blushish tone to it, and so much Morganite didn't. There's a luster with these stones that you just don't see in a lot of other Morganites. And so now we're getting into a stone that sadly no one really does much of for the gentleman, because I would wear the Morganite in a second in the right design if it's Maripino. If it wasn't, then we'll play it by ear. But those stones are spectacular. It is set in 14 karat rose gold. Best setting you could use for a Morganite would be 14 karat rose gold. So the fact that that is what you're getting is exceptional. The chain, I just realized it says 18. Let's examine that though. It is 18. However, it can be shortened to 17 or 16. There are extra rings on the chain itself, 1, 2 of them, in addition to the ring that it's in right now. So you could shorten that down. So if you wanted to take that down to a shorter length, you could do so. You could take that down to whatever you needed to take that down to. It is a beautiful pendant, and there we go, now the chain cooperated. You get that 14 karat rose gold chain included with your pendant. So it's ready to wear right away. That's the nice thing about getting a chain with a pendant. It's ready to give as a gift. You give this as a gift over a dinner for 2 at a restaurant, she can put it on right away. You don't need to wait until you get home and we'll find a chain for it then. Let me talk ratings on this. This is a 4.7 star rated item. After 10 reviews, it's still up at 4.7 stars. Very unusual to see items. Once the reviews start coming in, there's always going to be that one person that pulls the rating down. It's still at 4.7 stars. That is a very, very highly rated item. At $899.99, saving you 83% off of the estimated retail value. If you're new to Shop LC, this is what we do. We deliver joy. We deliver beautiful pieces of jewelry and a whole lot more. If you go to our website, in fact, we have a whole section of things not related to jewelry at all. Jewelry is how we became famous and we got well known for, but we have things from items for the home, for the men, skincare, beauty products, you name it, and we have it on the website. We've got a great variety of fashions on the website. So take a few minutes and check out the website. And while you're there, don't forget, we have a special sweepstakes going on. It's our holiday sweepstakes. Today's prize is a Ceylon Sapphire pendant, a AAA grade Ceylon Sapphire pendant. Can't win it if you're not entered. So go to the website. You're under no obligations. Anyone can enter. So go to the website and enter to win that Ceylon Sapphire. My next item was just brought up on the screen here. Wow. Wait till you see this. That Ceylon Sapphire pendant. Who cares about that right now? I don't, because we are on to our next deal. And oh my gosh. Okay. I am wondering why these stones weren't set aside for our Ileana collection. This is Luxoro. Luxoro is our line of 10 karat gold. There might be a little windowing here. Maybe that's why, but it's not much. This is insane how good this tanzanite is in 10 karat. Now, your price is $12.99. We have 5 payments, $260. You can get this home. Size of 7, 8, 9. It is in 10 karat gold. You really need to see this in person. It's the website has a nice picture of it. I mean, wow, when that came up on the screen, that is amazing. This is a great picture of it. The diamonds on the picture that you're seeing there do play a lot more yellow than they do in person. These are white diamonds. This is what happens with photography sometimes with jewelry, and that's why I will always tell you what I see in person. So anytime you're watching any host, I don't care if it's here or if it's another network, listen to what they're saying that they see in person, because many times there's a difference between the way it's photographed and what we see. I see white diamonds. I'm guessing I2 clarity, probably HJ in color, somewhere in there. And so that is your accent to the incredible, this tanzanite is breathtaking. This is going to be approximately 9.7. Looks like 9, there's a 10.8. No, that's 9.7. 9 by 7 millimeter. If I had digital calipers, again, it probably would come in at 9.5, 7.5. But a 9 by 7 millimeter tanzanite. That is an exquisite stone. This is classic cocktail ring. This is classic halo ring. Nothing about this that we broke the mold and did something nobody's ever done before. In fact, some of the nicest, most traditional pieces of tanzanite are designed like this. Yesterday we had our big tanzanite smackdown, and this is, again, leftover pricing from that smackdown yesterday. And for those that are new to Shop LC, I got to remember too, we get a lot of people who are seeing this thing for the very first time. And you're saying, what is Shop LC? Why did this live stream suddenly turn up in my feed? We are a cable shopping network.
Yeah, my laptop
This
crashed.
seems to be a regular. This happened with Stephanie a couple weeks ago too. I give that one about another 5 minutes, and it's going to crash too. So it's almost the exact same time to it happened to Stephanie. Well, we reboot laptops. Good time for me to explain this because what happens is we are a cable shopping network. We are called Shop LC. We have a TV broadcast that has been going on since about 2008. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on TV. So if we're on your cable, your satellite system, you can watch us. Realizing that, yeah, cable TV, snip, 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 cords are being cut. We want to be able to reach new eyes and reach new people. So we have all of you with your phones and your tablets who are scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. That's how we can pop up here. So we hopefully can take a minute or two and maybe present something that is to your liking, something you find that is interesting to you and you want to purchase. In the chat box there, sold in the number for the item. Someone will contact you then about your order. Or you can download our app and stream our shows. We are there. The live broadcast is there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, streaming on the app. So yes, you can see our streaming shows that we do on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for 4 hours a day in 2 hour blocks, morning and afternoon, or download the app, watch our live show 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, I'll be back with you tonight from Eastern Time, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. So I'm going to go home, catch a quick nap, and then I'll be right back into this building here. If I were smart, I would have gotten a hotel room because I live about an hour from here, but that's all right. And I'll be out here with Hannah tomorrow for the live show on the main network, so you can check out what we have going on there. So there's a lot of ways that you can shop us. Join us, get registered with us, go to the website. There's a login join us feature that will allow you to indeed join us and then get that app downloaded fast by your best friend. And especially when you see things like this, when you see rings like this on the live TV end of things, because remember, those are falling auctions, prices drop. We just go right to your final price, which is $12.99. We don't bother with SmackDown music and all of that. That is your SmackDown price on this ring. So what we do then, make it available to you. If you want to order, if you have questions about these items, that's another reason why I'm here. This is interactive. So feel free to ask those questions that you might have. But bottom line is, we are Shop LC, and we would love to have you join us as a family member so you too can participate in the live TV shows and the interactive things like this, because we are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, presenting beautiful pieces of jewelry and a whole lot more. There's a whole section of web exclusives on our website. Those are things I will never show you here. I will never show you on the TV end of things. They're only on the website. And we also have the rising auctions, which are a lot of fun. Sometimes some of the biggest hidden treasures are in the rising auctions. Okay then. We're going to stay in the pink gemstones for just a second here, but we are going to move into Petroki Kunzite. I could do 20 minutes on this stone, even in these longer format presentations like we do here. I won't bore you with 20 minutes on this. Petroki Kunzite. Kunzite, spodumene stone. I'm not going to go into a lot of scientific elements on this. I just want to mention that this particular find, Tony is allegedly responsible for this one. I don't know for certain who's responsible for this, but last I heard, Tony was the one. Tony Denise is one of our gem hunters who is responsible for these. I can believe it because he has found for us and his gem team. It's not like Tony's out, traveling the country and doing live shows for us, traveling the world, digging in gemstone mines. He has people that do it for him. He's been responsible. But I got to get out of the way just so you can focus on the ring. Don't look at me. You don't need to see me. I want you to look at this ring for a second, because that stone, if I wasn't telling you what this is, if we were just playing a game, if I was just showing you this picture, and I said, what is that gemstone? We would probably be here for quite a while before someone would say kunzite. Even someone that knows their gemstones probably has not seen kunzite that looks like this. In fact, what did I do with my backpack? I'm just going to walk through the shop there for a second. I want to get this reference book out of my backpack, because this will better illustrate my point about this gemstone. I have carried this book with me for about 30 plus years, I guess. And I want to get to the kunzite section of this. Let me get out of the way, I'm blocking your ring. And I just want to read something about kunzite from this book. Again, it's a spodumene, 6 to 7 on the hardness scale. Cousins to it, there's one. Hiddenite, which I have never seen in person in my entire life. Now, here's the distinctive features. This is from this book, and this is a reference source that it has been trusted and relied on. This is no fake news book here. This is the real thing. Some pink stones look very much alike. Kunzite, pink topaz, and morganite. And that's very true. Kunzite, however, has the strongest pleochroism. Best seen, of course, in the larger, richer color stones. Well, this is a larger, richer color stone, and so that's why you're getting that example of the pleochroism. Much clearer birefringence other than the other two minerals, a factor easily established in larger stones with the aid of a lens. You don't need a lens to see that with this. It is found in large, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this book doesn't even mention... Oh, there it is. Yeah, Brazil, Madagascar. It had been found in the past in the United States, not in a great form that you would want, but Brazil, Madagascar are the main sources of this gemstone. So anyways, Tony finds this for us. And he finds this incredible example. Do I have this out here?
You should have it, because I thought it was
I thought I had it too.
this, but it looks so much thinner.
Oh, you're right. No, that is interesting.
Yeah. Was very confused.
Yeah, I think we might have a different sample. There might have been a different cut of this. Can I see what the description on the screen says here for this? I'm not gonna. This is what you're getting, so I don't want to mislead anybody possibly by showing this. Let me just see what it says here on this card, because sometimes the samples do get mixed up.
No.
What's the description say for the size of the stone? Whoop. What's going on? None of our millimeters are listed on any of these. This is the correct image here. Yeah, even on this card, white main stone side, AAA, 4.36 grams. Yeah, it doesn't give a millimeter on this card. I'm inclined to say that, because as long as this image connects with the website, that's the ring that you're going to get. So I'm not going to show you the one that I have right here, because it's, I believe, a different example of this.
No.
Either way, this is the ring that we have. This is the one that you're going to get. And it is that larger stone. 7.35 carats is the total gemstone weight. Bottom line is, in this particular shape, so whether it's the square like we have here or in the rectangular, this is not a very forgiving cut. So here's where I'm going with this thought. Anyways, in this shape, and the pinks, the purples, this is maybe my all-time favorite pink gemstone ever. When you have a stone that is cut like this, or a square, anything where you have four sides, it's not forgiving. If there are color flaws, if there are imperfections, it's really obvious to the naked eye. So what you're seeing here is an exquisite example of this gemstone. If there were color imperfections, you and I would be staring at this saying, swing and a miss. Not going to happen. That is what every kunzite would love to be, and most never will be. So again, I'm assuming that this is Tony product that he brought for us. I can't imagine anyone else having access to the Petroki kunzites. This price of $1287.99, you talk about forgiving, 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I have a feeling you're going to get it home, and you are going to be in awe of what you are looking at. We do have several sizes, 6, 7, and 8, all available. So if you want a specific size, you can go to the website, and if you want more information on this, you can check it out for yourself. If you know you're ready to purchase, into the comment box, sold 122 is the number that we associate for our purposes here on the stream with this ring. That is in 14 karat gold. The diamonds I just kind of brushed by. You can see going down the shank, the baguette cut diamonds. Very unusual to see baguette cut diamonds in a gold setting like that, where they're channeled. Oh, they're not channeled, they are prong set. It looks channeled because they're set in. They're GH color I2 clarity, so you have a step up from what many times you see. Remember, D is flawless, EF near flawless. This is right there. You'd be hard pressed to, with the naked eye, tell the difference when you get into nice GH like this between those and a higher grade. Those are really nice, and that stone is spectacular. It's never one. I wish, did they even in my little book here? Let me look. I don't even know if they put in a picture of kunzite just to give you an example. I forgot what page it was now, so I can look it up again. 210. Let's see. Did they put in a picture of kunzite? Well, they did, and it's definitely much more realistic to what you would standard see versus what you're getting here. Lot deeper, lot darker. This one here just pales by comparison. That actually is a good stone, but that is so much better. When was this published? I remember I got this like 91, 92. Oh, maybe it's older than I thought. Copyright 1986. Maybe I did get it, or a lot longer than that. I might have been in college when I got this. But yeah, so it's still the best reference book I have ever found, and that's why it has survived all these years. A little worse for the wear in some areas, but it is my go-to information guide. Anyway, so that's your go-to, kunzite. You want the best and the finest? There it is. So confirm your orders on those. We have time for a few more deals here before we put the top on things. Again, a lot of good things still to get to. And we get now this I know is a Tony find. This is one that I know for sure Tony Denise is responsible for, and that's turkisite. No one else but Tony could bring in turkisite like this. What this is really a wild one. Turkisite, for those that don't know, is a color change stone. There's some other trademark terms for it that I can't use. But even as I just look at this ring here, I have the picture on the website there. I haven't looked over my shoulder yet to see. Okay, see, now even that is almost different than what the website picture is. This looks more green. You can see a bit of browns there, but that definitely looks more green. What I'm staring at here is almost all green. The website picture is more of a rosish brown sort of color. It's a color change stone, and that's what's going to happen. Depending on the type of lighting that you're using, this stone will seem to change color. And there's not a lot of color change stones. There's some that will have what's called a color shift. That's more common than an actual color change, or what you visually see when you look at it. I mean, that's as green as my sweater almost under this lighting here, but whatever lighting they used to photograph it for the website, it looked a lot more brown blush color. And you can look this up for yourself. It's item number 8920882 if you want to look it up on the website. Incidentally, speaking of website, price on this, $1197.99. $1197.99. This has a $9,500 estimated retail value. You know, I have never looked up. Let me just see. I'm curious now since I have my book out. I don't even know. I don't think this is in the book. And I have to looking up the other name. Nope. Yeah, it is not even in here under any of the three names that I associate with this. So that is very interesting. It is not by any means a household name. Now, not that it's rare. I don't want to imply that this is the rarest gemstone in the world, but it has a rarity factor to it. There are gemstones that are far more rare, but let's face it, turkisite is up there. We can safely say that. Under it's a color change diaspora. There's a trademark name that I can't say, but it is a fascinating gemstone, and it's one that has. And see, again, this is what's getting almost so, because just moving it a few feet, it loses some of the green as I just go over here, and then as I go over here, now it's like some of the green has returned. There's more of a white background here. Yeah, that's part of it, I think. And over here, There isn't, but also, kind of light, well, it's all the same lighting everywhere. I do have the fluorescence up above, so maybe it's getting more of the fluorescence from way up above as it's down here and less of the television lighting. But either way, it is changing just in this environment. So as you're wearing this, what you can do, and I did this many, many years ago, I wish I still had the pictures. I took one of these just around the offices here. It was a Sunday, there was no one around, and I went into one room, might have been the break room, with its all fluorescent lighting overhead, took a picture, and then went into someone's office where they had a desk lamp, turned that on, turned the overheads off, and it was very different. So you can go from brown to green, green to brown, and it's a very pronounced, and it's a bigger stone. Alexandrite is the most obvious color change stone. Most of the alexandrite is a lot smaller than this, and the color change many times is not as obvious because when you get to a smaller stone, it's harder to see a color change. Now that you're getting into a bigger stone, it's a lot more obvious. You can really clearly see that color change take place there. And the diamond accents on this, again, are Gina H in color, SI clarity. Those are some really, really nice diamonds. It's in an 18, I forgot, Ileana collection. 18 karat yellow gold. 18 karat is what we use for our Ileana collection. So anytime there's an Ileana piece, it's going to be an 18 karat, 75% pure gold. And that's where the best stones go. Well, the absolute best of the best of the best is in platinum. I don't think we've ever done turquoisite in platinum because this is about the finest grade that you have in this 18 karat gold setting. So I don't know what would one up it and go into platinum. Maybe someday there will be one, but that's AAA grade turquoisite. If there has been a 4A grade, I haven't seen it. And maybe there is one on the website somewhere. I could search it and find out. That's the nice thing about our website too. We have a search function. So if you want to look for other turquoisite, go ahead. In fact, let me just try that right now. Let's just see. Maybe I will find a better example of turquoisite. I doubt it, but one never knows. Let's see here. And, okay, and actually we do have, there are some quad A's now. It looks like they're all loose. So if you do want to see, and I don't know, I probably shouldn't say this, but some of these loose quad A's, I don't even think are as nice as what you're getting here. Again, I can't see it in person, so I don't know for sure. The pictures on the website can be misleading, but I'm inclined to say what you're getting here is even nicer than what I'm seeing on the website. Again, just search turquoisite and you will see for yourself. But man, unless, I don't know, to each his own. But I would grade this at a higher quality than what's on the website there. But again, I know I shouldn't be saying these things, but that's just my opinion. This is a nicer stone, and we're grading it at AAA. What kept this being graded a quad A after seeing that? I don't know. This should be like 5A then if those are 4As, because this is really an impressive turquoisite. And look, again, I'm always really upfront with you. This is not a stone I have necessarily jumped up and down and screamed and shouted about. Changing my tune right here. This is a really, really good example of turquoisite. And the first time I saw it, I'm just telling all my little secrets. The first time I saw it, I honestly thought nobody's going to buy that. It was not appealing to me. This is 100% appealing. The color change, just the fact I could stand in this 5-foot range here and see the color change, that's saying something about how good this is. And again, could it be the lighting that I have here, but you will see the color change on these stones. So that, man, and there's this luster that the turquoisite has too, that you just don't see on every color change stone. Some color change stones, I don't want to say they're bland, but they just don't have the vibrancy that this turquoisite seems to have. I remember when Karen Connolly, one of our hosts here, used to work at another network that doesn't even exist anymore now, and they were selling this under that other name. I remember watching and being really impressed, and so that's why I think when we got ours in, like, where's what I saw Karen selling on that other network? This reminds me of what I was seeing. Okay, it is battling Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. They're just wrapping up some Sleeping Beauty on the main network right now as we do this show. So we have snuck in our own little piece of Sleeping Beauty. We don't have time for smackdowns and all of that shenanigans. I'm just going to tell you it is $799.99. You don't need to wait 10 minutes to hear the price. There it is at $799.99 for Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. I'm just going to read the information off this card here. 7.7, you will get this. 7.7 carats is the total weight. It is in 10 karat yellow gold. The Sleeping Beauty Turquoise is an oval 16 by 12 millimeter. That stone is 7.55 carats. The diamonds, 15 points of those, are I3 color, G to H clarity. Nice quality diamonds for the price of only $799.99. Nice quality Sleeping Beauty Turquoise for the price of $799.99. Man, I always have to wonder when I see something like this. When I say 16 by 12 millimeters, same thing. Why this wasn't put into an 18 karat gold setting? Because a stone of that size you don't see very often. That is a big stone. It is set in 10 karat yellow gold, GH color, I3 clarity, and the diamonds. I mentioned that a moment ago. But that is a really nice example of premium Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. The stone that is from that famous mine now that is closed. They stopped mining the stone about 11 years ago now. It's been a long time. And what has happened over the course of the past few years is the price just continues to go up of these stones. I'll be the first to tell you, 10 years ago we would have sold this for probably $299, maybe $399. But the supply and demand issues are out there, and this stone in this setting, which is gold, 10 karat yellow gold, even demands a higher price point than $799.99 most of the time. So that is a gorgeous design, beautiful stone, twin prong setting holding each corner of that stone in place. What you have there is two fingers of 10 karat gold that are coming up, locking that stone in place. It is a strong and secure setting. The diamond accents that I mentioned a moment ago too, nice quality diamonds going all the way down, or partly down the shank, I shouldn't say all the way down. Still room for a jeweler to size this, and I was just looking at my sizes. Size 7 and size 8 are what we have right now. I would say you're probably only going to get one size adjustment out of this if you take it to your jeweler. Since the diamonds do come down a ways, they're going to be careful about sizing this because they don't want to do anything that could possibly loosen a diamond setting. So one size I feel comfortable they could probably do. Quarter, half size, I wouldn't worry about that at all. But for the moment, we do have sizes 7 and 8. Now, if you are a fan of Sleeping Beauty, they are just literally right now wrapping up their Sleeping Beauty Turquoise event. I think it was only 2 hours. I assume they went the full 2. They might have cut it short. I don't even know. But go to the website, shoplc.com, and what you'll want to do is you can go and review what's been on all day long. So you can go to our website and see what they've been presenting while we've been out here. You can go and see what was presented this morning, back into the overnight hours. So you can check out all of those deals. Don't miss the web exclusive items too. That's always a nice little hidden treasure, are the web exclusives, where you can see items that are only available on the website. I won't present them here. You won't see them on television. They're only available on the website at shoplc.com. So go and check those out. As I mentioned earlier, I'm actually going to be back here in about 10 hours from right now. So I'm going to go home, get a little rest, come back. Hannah and I have an overnight show tonight, technically Monday morning, starting at 3 a.m. Eastern. We'll be with you for 4 hours. We're going to have kind of a nice mix of some of the best-selling items from the past week and some brand new items. So again, it's an example of where there will be something for everyone. So if you missed some shows earlier this week that you wanted to see, we'll have some of the best-selling items from those shows, and then we're also going to mix in some brand new items. So it's a fantastic variety that you'll want to check out. And the live streams, like we're doing here, these take place twice a day, every day. Central Time, 10 a.m. till noon, and then again, 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. So I hope you'll join us for those. Next Sunday, I'm taking the weekend off, so I won't be here, but I'll be back the following one. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for keeping me company.
Alrighty. So last but not least, the top 3.